Hey everybody, welcome to my channel. My name is Tammy and this is Happiness Created. Today I'm going to be doing some spring decor for you. I'm so excited that spring is right around the corner. It's so close. Anyway, I get a little excited because winter is just so horrible. But yesterday we had some beautiful weather. I was able to take Skylar to the dog park and had just a great day. Anyway, so I hope you enjoy the video. If you do, please give it a thumbs up. And if you haven't already, hit that subscribe button, and don't forget the bell. If you could share it with your friends, I would be so appreciative. So anyways, I hope you enjoy the video and let's get into it. So this first project, I am going to be making a wall hanging. As you'll see, I kind of end up changing my mind as we go, but I did get the flower and the picture frame and the napkins all at the Dollar Tree. So I'm taking this picture frame apart and taking the glass out. I'm going to use my Waverly white chalk paint to paint this frame. So I just do one coat and I put that aside. And then I take the paper that came with the picture frame and a glue stick, and I'm just gonna glue that to that back piece. And then you'll see me trying to line up the napkins as best I can. I did cut the backing off of the napkin, so it was just one layer. I choose to use the glue stick as opposed to the Mod Podge because it does allow you to flatten the paper down better and you get less wrinkles. Now I am taking my pliers and I'm trying to take the flower and the welcome portion of the sign apart. I was going to try to save the welcome piece, but fate had other plans and it ended up getting all wrinkled and I just wasn't able to save it. So I ended up just unhooking the flower from the little chains and I just put the welcome part aside and kept the flower. Now I'm just going to go over the flower with the Waverly white chalk paint. I do give it 2 coats and use the heat gun in between coats. Now that the white is dried, I go back over it with the Waverly silver lining, just to try to highlight things and just give it more dimension. Then I take the white chalk paint again and just kind of go back over it just to get the coloring that I was looking for. So after putting the picture frame back together, I put the flower on and realized that it is just way too small for this frame. So I grab a couple other options and try to decide which one I'm going to go with. And I ended up opting for the smaller option. So after deciding the box that I'm going to use, I decided to give it 2 coats of the Waverly white chalk paint, and I did once again use the heat gun to dry in between coats. I used one of the wooden blocks that you can get at Dollar Tree in the Crafter Square section, but I could not use the second one. It just sat up too high. So then I took a piece of the Jenga blocks and I used my miter shears and cut a piece of that off, and it just ended up sitting just perfectly. So then I wanted to do something to cover the hole where it was hanging by the chain. So I had these little bows from Hobby Lobby. So I just decided to attach one to the corner piece, and it hid the hole. And then I took just some hot glue and tacked down the tails so that they weren't flopping around. So I finished it off with a little bit of white paint in the center, and here is the finished product. I think it's so adorable. I hope you guys like it too. So for this next project, I'm going to make some spring decor using the Christmas tags. So I end up taking the piece at the bottom off that says joy, and then I flip them over and I take the Waverly white chalk paint and give both signs 2 coats. Now that the paint is semi-dry, I am going to take the tags and put them aside to dry completely while I work on the other part of this project. So I'm taking these boxes, and they are the inside piece of the drawer box, the 2-piece box set that you can get at the Dollar Tree. Anyway, I use the Waverly white chalk paint and give them all 1 coat. Now that all of the boxes are covered with the white, I go in with the Decor Americana acrylic paint in lavender and do a bit of dry brushing on all of the boxes. So I picked up these fence pieces at Hobby Lobby. They come in a pack of 4. So I take each piece and measure it out to get 3 individual pieces. Once I get them all measured out, I take my miter shears and cut all of the pieces out. Then I'm just going to take the hot glue and I'm going to glue all the fence pieces to 3 sides of the box. So off camera, I used my Cricut and made these adorable little signs. It took me forever to get everything on the transfer tape and then onto the sign, and I didn't want to put you guys through that. So now that that's completed, I take some super glue and hot glue and I'm just going to glue the boxes to the sign. Then I just take a small paintbrush with the white paint and cover up wherever I cut the fencing pieces. Once I got that all done, I took the green floral foam from Dollar Tree and cut the pieces to fit inside the boxes. Then I have this beautiful pile of floral picks from Dollar Tree. So I'm just cutting them off and then I'm just arranging them, and I apologize for the direction of the camera, but you will see the finished pieces in just a second. So now I'm just taking some craft paper and I am going to trace around the sign so that I can put a backing on each of the sign to give it a more finished look. A little bit of hot glue around the edges and then I just place the craft paper down on top of that, and you end up having a much more finished look. I just take some jute twine and thread it through the hole at the top of the tag, and there you go. You've got your finished product. I think these came out so cute. They were a lot of work, took a lot of time with that Cricut, but I managed to get it together, and I hope you enjoy this project as much as I do. With the jute hanger, you can choose to hang them on your wall, or you can display them on the table like I have it here. for this last project, I saw this on another YouTube video. It was Do It on a Dime. I will link her video below. But this is a placemat, and I have some fabric hot glue that I'm using. So I folded the placemat in half, and then I'm just folding down the top part, maybe, I don't know, an inch or so down to give it a hem look. And then from there, I'm going to make sure that it's folded in half. And then I will take the hot glue and go 3/4 of the way down or so on each side to kind of close it together. And then I will take what will be the bottom part of this bag, and I am going to make almost like a bottom. It's hard to describe, but if you watch the video, you'll get it. So for the second one, I did fold the ends over a little bit further, which ends up making a shorter bag. But I wanted the two bags to be different. And here is the finished product. I think it's so adorable. I hope you guys like them too. Thank you so much for joining me for this video. If you enjoyed it, please give it a big thumbs up and leave a comment with which project was your favorite. Don't forget to hit the subscribe button and share with your friends, and I will see you next time. Bye.